forget there's a camera right up there. I gotta remember it. Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you to those who waited. We finally have everyone back, so we'll be getting ready to go here in just a minute. I believe Zekken and John are getting their teams set up. You can see all the other people in the back. So we got Zekken's team, which is Tyranitar, Rotom, Wash, Excadrill, Corviknight, Hydreigon, Sinistra. We're definitely going to be seeing some Sandstorm shenanigans. Corviknight with the leftover is a pretty good one. Hydreigon with the Choice Scarf, that's a very good option. Excadrill, so we're not doing a Mega Excadrill, we are doing a Mega Tyranitar setup. Then we have John's team with Incineroar, Goodra, pursuing Goodra, Frostlass, Whimsicott, Glamora, and Victreebel. That's a good picture of Victreebel there. But we are seeing two possible Megas in Frostlass and Victreebel. I'd be a little careful they don't have their headphones in, so I have to think about it. Alright, so we got Zhang and William II, I believe this was, Whimsicott and pursuing Goodra. And on Zekken's side, we've got Hydreigon and Rotom Wash, a shiny Rotom Wash. I believe that's the first shiny we've had in the stream. Pretty cool. So we're gonna have to see. We might see a Tailwind setup from Tailwind Encore setup from Whimsicott. We could possibly see some shenanigans from this Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash, unfortunately, doesn't have a whole lot he can do against these two Pokemon that he's going up against. Both of his types are resistant to these Pokemon. So we'll have to see. It could run... There's a lot that it could run. Looks like Whimsicott is going for a Tailwind with the Prankster, so that's going to set up pretty quickly. Hydreigon does still outspeed thanks to his Choice Scarf, doing a lot of damage in on that Whimsicott. Body Press on the Hydreigon, doing just over half damage. Rotom Wash with the Will-O-Wisp onto Hisui and Goodra. A very big burn. Thankfully, leftovers will mitigate some of that burn damage. We'll have to see what's going on now, especially since we have that heat wave going off, and that's going to be a big hindrance. If Whimsicott stays in, it's definitely going to have to worry about that now. Whimsicott actually is faster than Hydreigon, scoring a kill on it. Scoring a knockout on it. Amazing play by Whimsicott there. I catch that a little bit. I believe that was Acid. Volt Switch hitting Rotom Wash hitting Whimsicott there, barely not taking it out. We are getting a switch in though. So they're going for Tyranitar here. Buffeted by the Sandstorm. Whimsicott getting taken out. Leftovers popping in. Alright. Big Doug. I love these names today. Gossamer. Alright, so we might be seeing some Megas coming up here. Now we do know that the Excadrill does have Focus Sash on him, so you'll definitely need, John will definitely need to be wary of that. Frostlass coming in, probably going to be getting... Yep. But for a Mega, that does possibly activate another Sandstorm hit if it wasn't up. But it looks like Frostlass did not go for a Mega, it just went for a Protect.
Both Pokemon, two Pokemon, one on each side, went for a Protect here, so let's see what happens, see if they're going after each other. Dig Dug going for the Earthquake. That's only going to hit the Hisuian Goodra. That is going to be doing quite a bit of damage, since it's the only target it's hitting. Not enough, though. Only about a little under half. Only about half damage. That was the move Shelter. My bad. I got that completely wrong. Shelter raises defense by two stages. Basically, it's its own iron defense. Let's see here. Gudra's the only one that's taken any damage. With that +4 defense now, it's definitely going to be a bit of an issue for Zekken to get past. Trainers are making their choices. This is definitely going to be a big turn. Rocky going back, switching out into Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash coming back out. Frostlass going Mega, which means we're going to be leaving the Sandstorm and going up into Snow. It's like the Siberian Desert. Frostlass going with the Blizzard, hitting Dig Dug for quite a bit of damage. Rotom Wash not taking as much damage, of course. Into the Body Press, that's such a big play. Excadrill getting knocked out there. A huge knockout for John there. Yep, seems like Burn and Leftovers are just canceling each other out. Alright, Zekken has taken the knockout. Or has taken the forfeit there, which will give John the first win. Very huge plays by Zekken there, getting those shelters in at a critical time, allowing him to tank an Earthquake like that. Incredible. The damage mitigation from the shelter is huge, and it allowed Hisuian Goodra to stay in for a lot longer than it needed to be. A lot longer than it could have. So, yeah, we're going to be getting into round 2 here. Now, we saw Frostlass, Goodra, and Whimsicott there. We didn't see any other ones. Looks like we got Victory Bell back. Victory Bell's back on screen. We finally got it. Yeah. He was gone for a little bit, and now he's back. No, on the stream, it just didn't show his photo. It was hilarious. Oh. Heck yeah. Alright, we're getting into round 2 here. John Fortnight up 1. Looks like we got Incineroar and Whimsicott start off with Sinistra and Tyranitar. An early Sandstorm kick up here with the Intimidate. It's definitely going to be a bit of an issue for Tyranitar unless he has a way of getting around it. This is going to be a very fast turn for John here, with 2 potential ways of dealing priority, possibly. We have a Protect from Whimsicott, keeping himself safe for the turn. The Cup, running Rage Powder. So whatever Incineroar is about to do, it's going to have to go on to him. It's going to have to go on to Sinistra. Get the Dragon Dance by Tyranitar, taking out that attack buff, or attack debuff, and bringing his attack back to normal. Party Shot having to go towards Sinistra. It's possible that he was going after the Tyranitar there, but he still switches out. That is a defense drop for Sinistra. That is definitely going to be a bit of a problem for him. Sinistra and Whimsicott take their Sandstorm damage. See how we go about this. This Goodra definitely put up a good fight last round, and we shall see if it'll be able to get it again. Rage Powder coming in again. Tyranitar could be potentially safe. Encore not affecting Rocky. Now, if I remember correctly, Encore does not work on Dark type moves. Priority moves do not work on Dark types. A very good shelter by Gudra there. I didn't exactly see what Tyranitar did there. It could have been another Dragon Dance, since nobody's really taken any damage besides from Sandstorm. Yeah, you are unable to encore a Dark type, if I remember correctly. Tyranitar going into his Mega. The +1 attack, +2 speed is definitely going to be one of the faster things on the field. Whimsicott putting up another Protect. Sinistra, another Rage Powder. Seems like that's just his job today, keeping this Tyranitar safe. Rocky going for a knockoff. Knocking off the leftovers. Not doing a whole lot of damage, but it definitely did a good... It definitely did a good job taking out that leftovers, which means his sustainability is definitely hindered. Sinistra and Whimsicott still taking more damage. They've both taken out about 80% of their health each. Or 20% of their health, my bad. Got the numbers mixed around. They have 80% of their HP though. Yet again, another Rage Powder. Definitely been hasn't really been doing a whole lot, but it has been helping. Getting a Tailwind in on Whimsicott for Whimsicott. Another Dragon Dance. They're now +2 for attack, +3 speed. And another Shelter. Everybody's just doing their setups. It's like a game of chess here. Who's ready to attack first, really? Another Shelter and another Dragon Dance. Now, I believe Gudra is at +6 defense now. I believe it has used Shelter 3 times. Another... It's like this is the only move that this Sinistra has. But it's been working out for him. Another knockoff on Gudra. But he already used up his he already used up the buff from knockoff. A Moonblast onto Sinistra there, and Heavy Slam, so both attacks hitting Sinistra there. And it lives! Just barely lives, and now we lose the Sandstorm. Thankfully that Sandstorm went away that turn, or else Sinistra would have been gone. A very lucky turn there by Zekken. Using Rage Powder there to tank both hits from Gudra and Whimsicott. He's going to use it again, possibly saving it from another Moonblast potentially. A big knockoff hit, doesn't quite take it out. It does get rid of the Fairy Feather, boosting its Fairy move. Moonblast taking out Sinistra there. Sinistra definitely pulling its own weight there. And then here comes the body press, does allow it to come in and hit a one-hit knockout with that +6 defense. And super effective, quad effective, my bad. A huge hit for Gudra. They do lose both of their items though, so it could be potentially a little easier to set up with that +6 body press coming in, being a big problem. And potentially that Tailwind still up. Whimsicott is definitely going to be a bit of a... Gudra and Whimsicott both, my bad, are both going to be a bit of menaces here. But we shall see if Zekken's able to pull through and take out this Whimsicott. Not quite. Whimsicott outspeeds him even with the Choice Scarf, taking out Hydreigon. A huge, huge hit into the body press from him, activating his Focus Sash. I believe this is going to be a 2-0. Earthquake takes out the Whimsicott, but not quite on the Hisuian Gudra. What? That's okay. Tailwind has petered out. Battle has ended due to a forfeit. A very, very good game for John Fortnight there. That Gudra was such an issue to deal with. Hello again. Yeah, a huge, huge win there for John Fortnight. That Gudra was being such a bully. +6 Body press. It looks like John's leaving to go get food, I guess. Yeah. We still got a lot of games going on in the background. Yeah. A few folks. Yeah, I think everyone's still playing. That was the first game to come out to stop there. Another shell. Oh. Collector corner. Check it out.